It's a really nice town. I mean, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff to do. And this, you got 5 lakes here. I mean, you got 5 places to choose from, and they're all within, a mile and a half of each other. You can come here in the summer with your boat and cover them all, and then winter the same way. You can cover them that way. And then the fishing is really good. I mean, now that the yellow bass are here, it's been kind of hectic with that, and a lot of good numbers of fish, and good to see and whatnot, and it's fun to get people out here and catch a lot of fish. Most of the time, obviously, the yellow bass is going to be the fish that you're going to find the most. But we've kind of had a boom with the other panfish coming on right now. It's good to see that we've been seeing a lot of crappie, a lot of bluegills. Walleyes have been being caught. We know with fishing the yellow bass that the northern population is really good. We see quite a few of those, yeah. and the northern and the muskie, they make our days harder because they chase the yellow bass around. And don't forget about the catfish that are available as well. But there's all sorts of good fish in these chains. It's not just about the yellow bass. And like I said, the perch are coming back as well, and good size ones. I mean, they're not little. You're catching 9 to 12 inch perch if you get on the right school, and just a lot of good fish. So catching these yellow bass, I mean, with a little bit of, everyone thinks they're everywhere. Well, they're not. There's particular areas where there's lots of them, but the main thing is if you drill holes and you start ice fishing and you don't mark anything, if you have sonar of any sorts, if you're not marking fish, then there's no point of fishing. Is you need to drill a lot of holes. You need to move around a lot because these fish travel. They're never in the same. They're in the area, but they're never in the same spot. They're always moving around. They're always roaming. So that's a big deal. Jigging cadence is a huge deal. I mean, they don't want a lot of movement, but you always have to keep it moving. But you really have to watch your rod tip because these fish are so fast that they're going to come in and bite. And by the time you feel the rod go down or you see the bite, by that time, it's too late. They're already gone.
They're a total different fish. You could be catching yellow bass 5 foot over here, and a guy 5 foot next to you isn't catching anything. So that's another part of, you just got to keep moving if you want to get on the yellow bass, and keep your rod tip just bouncing. But if you don't want to catch yellow bass, fish the bottom.
Yep, that's the thing. That's what I was just going to say. Is biggest thing when you get on a school of yellow bass is you need to stay on top of the school. Meaning you don't want to go to the bottom. Meaning if you're in 20 foot of water and you have your school up to 10 to 8 foot, you don't want to drop your jig any lower than that, because as soon as you drop below that, they chase it down. And then once they chase it down, then they're going to disperse one way or the other, and you're going to lose your school. So the higher you get them up, the more you get plumed up underneath you, the more fish you're going to catch, and the better day you're going to have. Well, the traditional way of yellow bass is just fine filleting them up, breading them. And usually, I mean, I'm big on prep work with my fish. So I'm cleaning them, I'm washing them, and then I'm going to put them in a bowl and put salt water in there, and I'm going to let them soak in there for 24 hours. And I'm going to take them out, dry them off, and then put them in your favorite breading. We like Andy's breading. We've had a few companies contact us and try different breadings, but whatever your favorite breading is, you put it on there, dry, throw it in the fryer in the hot oil, and then wait till they're done, and they cook up nice. We've tried some other things. I mean, you can smoke them, you can do all sorts of different things. I'll let Aaron tell you about what we just tried, which was amazing.
And I think we're going to try a bunch of other stuff also, do a different little part of our YouTube channel where we do more cooking for the yellow bass. But as of late, we did yellow bass wings. So we did your traditional like barbecue, honey mustard, garlic parmesan, and buffalo sauce, where we just fried up the yellow bass, put them in a bowl, put the sauce on top, and shook it up just like you'd do chicken wings. And that was really good. That
was amazing. That took our fish cooking level, or fish cooking, to a different level. I mean, it's crazy on how good that made them, and just the taste and everything like that. And like I said, for the Super Bowls coming up, that'd be a very handy little treat to have on the table for everybody, because that was awesome. And like I said, the traditional ways are just fine too, frying them up, doing it that way. But like I said, that video, we got that on our YouTube channel, LGS Outdoors, so you can go check that out if you want to and watch us kind of show you how we cook them, how we do it, because it's kind of interesting. And then, yellow bass aren't a hard fish to clean. That's another thing that, with everyone saying, geez, you got to clean all those fish that you're catching. It's like, well, they're very simple, very easy. Probably one of the easiest fish to clean and fillet up. So that's another thing, is don't let that deter you with, numbers of these fish. Catch them, clean them, and eat them.
Cleaning a perch.
Yep.
Really similar to perch.
And one of the best tasting fish there is, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
So don't be scared of them. Fry them up and eat them. For me, when we got started, I mean, it's kind of more about the people you meet. I mean, the fishing's fun and all that, but you really meet a lot of cool people when you're doing this job, and it's really not work. I mean, I love what I do. It's going fishing every day is something I've always dreamed of, and maybe something my teachers told me that maybe that was just a dream that would never happen. But now that we're doing it, like I said, the people you meet a lot of cool people, and honestly, you teach a lot of things and you learn something new every day. You get people on the ice and you're talking and having a good time catching fish, and then they might have something that you didn't know about, or you're teaching them something like that. But that's really my favorite part about it, is just the camaraderie and meeting new people and having them come back every year and building a good relationship with them.
Yeah, I would say definitely on that whole line of everything. My biggest thing is I always love fishing, but I like taking someone else fishing also, to give them the experience that I've had, being able to catch fish. Even just like these yellow bass get on a big school. But I'd say that's probably the biggest reason that I wanted to guide, is to give other people the opportunity that I've had and have a good time with it.
And for him and I, it's kind of the challenge. I mean, we don't just get to come out here and fish with the clients. I mean, there's a lot behind the scenes you don't see. There's a lot of work that you get to do, where you're just going around and you don't really do much fishing. You're just checking different areas and going after different fish and saying, well, we're just going to go over to this area of the lake that nobody's tried and check it out, and we're going to go over here, we're going to check this body of water. Just all that fun stuff that you get to do that makes it a challenge, and then makes it rewarding when you get to see other people smiling and piling up a bunch of fish. We're going to basically be out, set up, and kind of have everything ready to go for the most part. In the bigger groups, that's kind of what we do, is we're going to have an area staked out where we're going to fish, and we're going to have all of our stuff out there ready to go, where basically you meet us wherever we tell you, and we'll go pick you up, and we'll bring you in most of the time, as long as our side-by-sides and the ice is good enough, to where we can have our machines out. You're going to get out of your warm vehicle and then jump into a warm side-by-side and get into that, and then we're going to take you over to our warm shacks, and they're all heated, they're all insulated. We have kind of had to adjust a little bit, so we have a lot of flip-overs and pop-up shacks, because the fish move around a lot and we want to be mobile. We don't want to just set you up in one spot and say, well, they're just not here today. Yeah. So we have that system that we've kind of figured out, to where we keep everything moving, and we'll have all the gear, we'll have everything. We supply everything except your license and snacks, and then warm clothes. So that's kind of what you can expect going on with us. We got our Facebook page, Legends Guide Service on Facebook, and then we got Legends website, www.legendsguideservice.com. You can kind of go see the pricing on that, different pictures and stuff like that. And then we have our YouTube channel, LGS Outdoors. That's just kind of going to show you, there's videos on there, shows you, we kind of had some behind the scenes looks of clients, and just shows you kind of what we do.